So the first thing I do with the bullets is I clean them with acetone in just a glass container. Rinse, and then I put them, when I rinse them, on there so they can dry. Then the acetone, it will evaporate. Yeah. And then they are completely free of grease, moist and other dirt, so there's nothing that can prevent the powder coating to adhere on the bullets itself. Okay. Then I take this shaker. The shaker is with powder coating inside already, and the shaker is of a plastic of 0.5. This is very important because this kind of plastic will create static electricity. If you do not use a number 5 plastic, it won't create the static electricity that you need to create the adhesive for the powder coating. And here is the 0.5.
I can see it.
This is very important. If you look here, you can see already one plate that I made with just the shaking, and I put them on the tray like that. And you can see that the powder coating is very nicely even over the bullets. What is also very important is that you work very cleanly, that you don't touch anything that you already touched with your hands. Some kind of materials here that I use, because the grease in your hands will prevent the adhesive of the powder coating to stick on the bullets. So it's very important that you work very, very cleanly. Okay, so what I do next is I have some powder coating just here in this cup.
Where?
Here, in this cup. I take some of the powder coating and I put them on my gloves. Put them on there, like that. And then I take the bullets one by one and I stack them on the plates. I do like 2 of these plates within 15 minutes, and then the plates inside the oven, they have time to bake, because the time for baking of the powder coat is 15 minutes. So like that I can do like 2 plates inside the oven, and I can already stack 2 new plates, and I just swap them with the already baked ones, just like this. I like to stack them like this one by one. I have seen other people do it with just shaking them in the pot and then just throwing them on a plate, but then they will have a lot of areas where the powder coat will be like flattened because of a lot of area of the bullet that has been on the baking foil. And then you will get uneven powder coating, and you will also get uneven results. And like this, only the bottom side of the bullet has been touching the baking paper, and there will be almost no deviations in result.
Where's your baking paper?
The baking paper is this one, the black one. I have some new sheets there. I will show them in a moment. When I first started out with this, I used like the real original baking paper, where you can also make the cakes and the pies with. But I noticed that after 4 or 5 times baking in the oven, the paper started to deteriorate, and it started to fall apart. And this is like a silicone sheet that has the same capabilities of the baking paper. The only thing is, it doesn't degrade in the oven, so it can withstand the high temperatures for thousands of times, I think. I have not had any that has been deteriorating. If you stack them like this one by one, it takes a little bit more time, but the end result is much more better. Much more better. At least that's what I've noticed. Just for the purpose of showing you guys how it's done, I'm not going to stack two plates this time because of the camera. It's not so easy to do everything. Then if I see some spots that haven't been covered because of touching the metal or touching an open spot on my glove, I just like to take some of the powder coating on my fingers. And I like to touch the open spots like this, so you have even coating everywhere. Normally it doesn't take so much time. So I put some powder coating inside of this pot, a container with plastic number 5. Put some bullets inside. Now I'm going to shake this. What I've noticed is if you use the sides properly and of the sides of the pot, and you roll it instead of just shake it, it's much better to make the static electricity. So don't shake it like this, but shake it like this. Like this, the bullets will just fly around completely against the wall, and it will make very good use of the static electricity like that. And now I just like to twirl it like this a couple of times. And now you can see inside that it sticks very nicely to the bullets itself. Then I take this strainer, I believe is the correct term. Pour them on there, shake them off. Voilà. Also, if you take too much bullets at the same time inside the pot, it won't stick as nicely as other times. So you can see I just took a little bit less than here, and it sticks much better. But just for purposes of showing you guys how it's done. But normally it should have a result like this. Don't take too much bullets at the same time. So guys, what I first used is the baking paper. Was this one, baking paper, but as I already told you, it deteriorates after a couple of uses in the oven, and after 4 or 5 times that you use it, you can throw it away. You have to cut new ones. It always takes some time, and definitely when you're already busy with powder coating. That's why I use now these sheets of silicone paper. It's just the same, but you can use this indefinitely. You can just buy this on eBay or AliExpress or Wish for maybe €5 for 5 or 10 sheets, so it's very cheap. So just stack.
Okay.
Carefully, because those 2 to 3 bullets have a very small base, and they can fall very easily. gonna turn the oven at 150 degrees centigrade, not Fahrenheit, centigrade. And then I bake them at 15 minutes. And then you get this result. If you bake them for 16, 17 minutes, it's not really a big deal. But just take like an average time of 15, and then the result is always the same. And then I just start over with a new.